Hello folks, I gotta turn on the light here. Both some of these guys that rant a little bit more than they should on these submissions they put in, these comments and that. I'll tell you, a few years ago I would have done the same thing, but after a while you realize you're stuck, you know, and you got to start thinking, well, nobody's going to help. But what you need to do maybe is settle down a little bit. People want to hear what you got to say. If you haven't got a camera, well, try and get on with somebody else, or like some of these other guys are doing, or get somebody to write it out for you, or take your time and write it out. You know, settle down, take a Valium or something. Wait for the second one to cut in. I don't know, but it turns a lot of people off. Me, I don't care. You know, I could give a good goddamn. I mean, this is what it does to some people. And everybody's different. You get treated like garbage, and I think from the beginning of time, nobody likes to get treated like shit, especially by another human being who probably isn't as good at anything that you are, or was good at. I know I've dealt with a lot of these people, and they're no good at anything, except for cheating. That's what they live on. Another thing we could try is everybody add up how much you think you're owed. You know, and if it's a permanent disability, you might as well go right to the age of 65. If the bastards aren't going to retrain you, it's money you're owed, and you have to go cost of living year after year. I've been told a few times, and I couldn't believe it myself, but it works out, and even the workers' comp started working it out. It's in my file. And they stopped, but I mean, they were adding it up. And I've asked more than once, what did I do wrong? Nothing. They owe you, they just don't want to pay you, and it's lots. Well, I'll come right out and say, one lawyer said $1 million. And I said, that can't be. And he said, no. You made pretty good money back then. He says, you were a welder, and you did nothing wrong. They've done everything to you so far, offered retraining and then taken it away from you. Saw that you couldn't get retrained elsewhere, you know, things like that. Saw that I couldn't get medical help. I mean, what kind of society would allow that? You know, if we heard about that in Nazi Germany before the war, maybe they could have stopped the war, but we're allowing it here. So sometimes you get fed up with things and you want to just say it before you die. You want to say what you think you should, but you know, they've got you covered. They're well protected. It's almost like the prison, the guards are protecting the prisoners and not the victims of the prisoners. And that's really what this is. But yeah, if we can get more people on here, it'd be nice. You know, I don't know why anybody would be embarrassed getting on here, worried about how you speak. I'm not a public speaker. And I used to be embarrassed about being sick. That was my biggest problem, about being injured. I was embarrassed. I grew up in a family, you were not allowed to show pain, you know, and anyways, you get over that after all. I did nothing wrong. God damn it, I'm not letting them push me around, and I'll do what I can to stop it. But, or at least bring it to the forefront here. Let people know what guys like Brock Taylor are like. Like I say again, Hitler would have loved him. And Daryl Davies, guys like that, they're garbage. These people are garbage. They're no good for anything. They have no redeemable qualities, and they're living on blood money. Simple as that. All these NDPers going to run for election. Well, I had occasion to see Pat Atkinson at one of the memorials a few years back. Me and another guy were parking in the parking lot at the Memorial Union Center. She was parking right next to us. Oh, what a chance. I go to talk to her and she ran away and yelling, "Get away from me." I said, "Aren't you interested in what injured were?" "No, I could care less." And she was at the Union Center for the memorial. Another one is Barb Byers. She was supposed to come and help us. She was supposed to, union head of some union here in Saskatchewan. I've forgotten now. She's, her flame is burnt out, I guess. I don't know. She's got some cushy job to do what she did. But she was more interested in, the same day, there was another memorial, the next year I think it was, where Prince Charles showed up. Well, she'd rather go down and stand in the street and watch Prince Charles drive by than come back and do what she was, well, obligated to do, I thought. But when I caught her there finally at the very end, she ran up the stairs like and giggled like a schoolgirl. That's a fact. There's other people watched that and they shook their heads. They couldn't believe she was like that. But her excuse was she got caught in traffic. city isn't that big. It takes you an hour to get there. Anyways, that kind of crap. And then this newest member that's running for the election, she was once the, what the hell's her name? Whatever, you'll hear their names. She could care less. They went, the NDP, you know, years ago, I think they went through 4 or 5 labor ministers in a 2-year period. And they all did the same thing. Lied to us, said they would help, and then backed away, backed down. I don't know if these politicians, you know, with the workers' comp, maybe with their surveillance systems, when somebody gets elected or they're running even, maybe they have some investigation on them, catching these guys and these women with farm animals. I don't know. They have no reason not to speak up for us, unless it's maybe contributions, business contributions dry up or something. Who knows? But they're not in unions, like, you know, it's been said. But no reason for the Saskatchewan Party to put the freeze on us. But torpid response from all of them when it comes to workers, injured workers in this province. But you know, you see off of this, what's going on with this Bernie Madoff with everybody's money in the States. Well, it got Canadians too, apparently. And it's funny that all these older people with millions of dollars to throw away on an investment, and then they lose the money because he stole their money. Now they're crying foul, and everybody's up in arms. It's on the news again today. They're doing a talk show about it, but nobody talks about the people they screwed. And I mean, most of them are business owners. You know, you're 70 years old, you got millions, and so you invest it and lose, and now you go cry foul. But a guy that worked for you and worked hard and made you money, gave you those, helped you give you those millions, he gets injured and he's denied nothing, and you don't stand up for him, and the public doesn't stand up for him. Well, you know, they're but for the grace of God, some of these people. You know, Canadians are bad for that, and North Americans maybe. You think the government's there to protect you? Not in this case, not from what I can see lately. But you can't embarrass them, you know, unless we make it public. And right now we're sort of getting on the edge, but we're not getting there far enough. Anyways, I don't know if I got shot this week or not. I thought I got hit the other morning, but it might have turned around on me. You know, they might have straightened it out, but I don't know who to trust anymore when I go and have a meeting with them. Anyways, it's minor, but have a good one. Keep fighting them.